How's it flying, guys? Lance Hawk 30 here, and welcome, finally, back to another Jaiden Animations video. This is... I got a cat. Well, I got a dog. She's not here right now, because she's currently being watched after by my aunt, but she'll be back tomorrow at the time of recording, although she is recovering from a surgery, so she's probably still not going to show up for... Or, not a surgery, but she's needing surgery in a couple of weeks, so we're just taking her through some early physical therapy. But anyways, back to the schedule. I like cats. I do like cats. You know, some good kitties. We used to have a couple of good kitties here in the house back from before my cousin moved out. We had Ace, the big gray fluff ball that was here when I moved in. Then we had Oreo, the stray that my cousin found on the side of the road, brought home. He and shortly before my cousin moved out, he started being a problem child to Ace. So we had to get him out of the house. And then there was Loki, who was the third one. And he was given to our aunt. So, yeah, that's where he's at now. But anyways, yeah, I do like cats. It's kind of weird comparing... I hope this doesn't sound like too far off the rails. I don't know which I like more. Cats are a little bit less maintenance in a general sense. But if you don't get them fixed, they spray everywhere and leave a smell. The smell that lasts long after they've gone if you don't take care of the source of it right away. But they know how to go to the bathroom on their own, so it's like, But you gotta clean that up too. Dogs, on the other hand, there's differences between the two, but I like both. But anyways, I'm going to stop getting off the rails. So, first Jaiden video with the green screen. Let's see what the Jaiden fans think of it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and cease the preamble, because I want to go ahead and get into this so I can get it up get it started uploading before midnight. So, as always, guys, link to the original video will be in the description. Please make sure you've seen it before you watch my reaction. As always, before you watch a reaction to anything, whether it be Jaiden or anything else that I react to, make sure you see the original video first. And with that out of the way, let us go ahead and go.
For people who have been around for a while, you might be seeing the title and thinking, Jaiden, aren't you allergic to cats? And to that, I'd say, yes.
You are?
Kind of. I'm actually not sure anymore. And
I was unaware that she was allergic.
for the people who know anything about
me,
you might see the title and think, Jaiden, cats are literally the #1 natural predator to birds. And to that, I also say, yes, that one's 100% proven fact. So let me back up a bit and explain how we got here, because all the cards in the world were stacked against the idea of me getting a cat. Growing up, I was irrefutably and absolutely allergic to cats. My best friend had like 3 of the things, and every time I would hang out or sleep over at her house, I would be a sneezy, watery-eyed, snotty mess. Can I have some water? Given the fact my brother was also allergic
Sister, you need Benadryl.
to cats, it was set that we were a dog family. My whole life I went around not giving cats a second thought. I never had anything actually against them, but since I was forced to stay 20 feet away from them or suffer the consequences, I just couldn't get to know them. Plus, as a kid, dogs were always more appealing. They're more likely to be bigger fans of playing and running around, be more approachable with their genetically bred unconditional love, and running around, be more approachable
Did I see what I thought I saw? Okay, so we're seeing multiple things that I didn't even see cat dog there, or the I forget what that Pokemon is called that's right in the middle of the screen, but I knew I saw Wild Nut.
Bred unconditional love and can overall be more forgiving. Cut to like 2 catless decades for me later, and I'm meeting Jacob for the first time at his place. As we're hanging out in his living room, his cat Fraser comes over and greets me. Fraser is extremely social and vain, so he's always expecting nothing less than a never-ending stream of attention from the people. Even though he's very cute and distinguished, I deployed my typical foolproof plan of don't touch the cat. Fraser realizes he's not getting any attention out of me and sits down nearby on the couch.
She's like, woman, I've done nothing to you. Why do you hate me so? Papa, I'm getting no love from the new one.
But a bit later, Jacob's other cat ends up making an appearance. This one's Taylor. She's normally really shy and hides, but does really like women. Which I am. Taylor ended up crawling onto me and making herself really comfy in my womanly lap. Jacob, knowing I'm allergic, offered to take her away, but this was actually the first time a cat has ever done something like this to me. I've always been a bit of a cat magnet, if you want to call it that, because I act like they don't exist, which they interpret as me not pushing their boundaries and creating a comfortable environment for them to come up to me on their own terms. But never have I felt like a cat has chosen me like this before. I told Jacob I'm happy to let her stay comfortable.
Yeah, some pets are just like that. There have been a couple times I've been told by, like, dog or cat people, and this isn't the case with every animal, but I'll go up to him and like, he or she normally doesn't let other people scratch on her or him. Really? Yeah. Like, normally a lot more skittish. Guess she likes you. Okay, cool.
On me, and I'll just reap the consequences of my sowing later on. This was my first extremely positive experience with the cat, and I honestly felt really happy and special and wanted to enjoy it. A few hours later, I'm saying my goodbyes, and during the drive back home, I realized I was completely fine. No sneezing, no itchy eyes, straight up nothing. I was so confused.
Did you grow out of the allergy?
Curious. Thus, the start of my little cat experiment began. Every time I went over to Jacob's place, I would let the cats be as social as they wanted with me. If Taylor wanted to sit by me, I'd let her. If Frazier wanted attention, I would pet him. At one point, while we were watching a movie, Taylor literally decided to lay down on my neck, filling every one of my breaths with cat dander and hair. And you know what happened?
Nothing.
No reaction. Not even a little drip of mucus. Somehow, sometime, I'd grown out of my cat allergy and never noticed. Apparently, every 7 years, people's allergies have the chance to change. Maybe being surrounded by my friends' cats all throughout my childhood could have helped my body get more familiar with them. Either way, I've now unlocked the skill to survive cats. Oh, guys, it was incredible. Now that I'd been freed from my shackles, I immediately started taking time to get to know cats more. Instantly, they felt so much more cute and cool and approachable, and I was really starting to like them.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. Dogs are one thing, for sure. Like I said earlier, there's differences between the two. Like, it's a different feeling letting a dog be able to lay in your bed and just get comfy and be like, oh, I got guard dog right there, good protection, like big fluff ball. But versus a cat coming in and cradling in your lap as you're trying to sleep, it's like, oh, I need to be careful because if I move, he's going to hate me and he's going to like, you shifted. I'm going. Wait, come back. I didn't mean to. No, it's too late. You've abandoned your chance. But then others, like Loki, what Loki would do, and I got a YouTube short of Loki doing this. He would, while I was in the bathroom, we have a door that would slide open. So if the cats needed to use the litter boxes that were in the bathroom, which best place for a litter box is where it already smells, they could open it up and then go in and do their business. For some reason, when the cats were here, they always treated it like it was a show, because they didn't always just get in there to use the bathroom. Sometimes they got right in front of us, and just sat down and looked up like, you didn't invite me to this party. What are you doing here? This is a private affair. And then Loki would crawl up to the side of the tub and then crawl onto the back of the toilet tank and then crawl right up onto my shoulder and then lay over and just while I'm doing my business on the toilet. Like, well, hello there, buddy. The cats are different. I would not mind a cat, but for the maintenance of litter boxes. But I've got Rosie now, and I'm happy with her.
them more, especially since every time I would hang out at Jacob's place, Taylor would walk over and be around me and purr, and oh, it was amazing to be loved by a cat. So I really like cats.
It is
now.
a special
and
feeling.
After some time, I decided I wanted one too. Jacob and I decided to peruse a local cat rescues website just to see what cats were available. I don't want to get one right away. There's a lot I have going on, but it doesn't hurt to, oh my god, that one. I want that one so bad. It's so cute. What's its name? Tostada? Tostada, my beloved. We have to send in an application. We have to. Hi, my name's Jaden. I love this cat. Please let me adopt it. Please.
Hey, wasn't it the cat that was in the, ranking every Pokemon plush of, what was it, Gen 5 or 6? When Pokemon sent her a plush of every Pokemon that gen. I think it was Gen 5 or 6. I saw a cat in the video. I think it was Tostada.
What? You guys know me. I'm weak-willed and impulsive. My first mistake was liking cats to begin with.
Yes, we remember the Jaden in Japan video. Where Pokemon brought you out and you got, like, Chikawa. We remember Chikawa.
The rescue reached out a few days later for a cat screening interview to make sure we would be a good fit to be cat parents. After being approved, they told us we could pick any cat we wanted that was in their care. Of course, I asked about Tostada, but we were given the unfortunate news that she had already been adopted.
Oh.
We looked at the other cats available on their website, but unfortunately none of them really stood out to me. The rescue ended up inviting us to a little Meet the Cats event they were hosting where we could see all the cats they had up for adoption in person, which was awesome because that was actually the first time I'd ever actually seen and held a kitten before. It was amazing, but as cute and tiny as they all were, there still wasn't one that called to me. I pried Jacob away from the kittens, headed home, and we started waiting. Every day I would check the rescue's cat list to see if any new ones caught my eye.
Hold on, who was that? What was that one name?
Every day I would check
Turbo
the rescue's cat
Justicar.
list to see if any
Turbo Justicar McDonald's Chicken McNugget the 3rd. The 24th.
new ones caught my eye. I didn't even know what I was looking for, but waited for the universe to send me my perfect cat nonetheless. One morning, I refreshed the page and saw one new kitten added. A tortie they found in some dumpster named Scrabble, with the biggest eyes and forehead I'd seen in my life. Something about this bizarre little creature called to me. I messaged the rescue about Scrabble, and they told me she's available, putting me in touch with Scrabble's foster parents. Every day they sent me new little pictures of kitten Scrabble, and every photo I fell more and more in love with her. She seemed so silly and playful, and those eyes. We got on a video call,
eyes are
and
big
they told me all about how big of a personality she has. Out of the 5 other kittens they were fostering, she was by far their favorite. The whole time we were talking, Scrabble was flipping around in their arms and looking at the camera with her giant orbs. I left that call knowing I found my cat.
Aw. I remember one of the last cats that my Nana got, a couple years after I'd graduated high school and I moved down to be with my dad, and I was living in my grandmother's house in my papa's old bedroom. She had gotten a younger cat. Used to being a house cat, but was still young. I got the chance to name her, and I named her Lucy. I was thinking of the Beatles song at the time. That is the only cat in the entirety of my grandmother's living years where she got okay with actually letting a cat come into her house every now and again. The only cat in her then 60-plus years of living where she was like, yeah, okay, I'll let this cat in the house. And whenever I'd be on the phone with Nana, if she had let Lucy in, Lucy would see she'd on a phone and come right up, and she'd hear my voice on the phone and go, Lance, it's you. Where are you? Let me in the box. I miss that cat. I think she is unfortunately passed now. The one day she just disappeared from my dad's, and nobody has seen her since. So I think, unfortunately, Lucy is no longer with us. But there's still a couple cats at my dad's house. In fact, there's some new kittens. I actually got a chance to take a picture of one of the kittens. Let me find it. I actually took a picture of the kitten today. I don't know if there's been a name, but this little fella was skittish. So I did not get a chance to do the pets. But still, cute little feller.
I needed to have little kitten Scrabble. Meeting her in person only cemented it. She was shy at first, but after flinging around her worm toy, she immediately started hopping around and being the life of the party. I talked a lot to her foster parents, and they just gushed about how they wish they could keep her since they all loved her so much. Even though the rescue called her Scrabble, obviously that was more of a placeholder name. The foster parents called her Cammy, but neither of those really fit to me. However, I knew one name that I liked. Tostada. Yeah, I stole another kitten's name and pasted it on mine. So what? Big deal.
Okay,
Tostada's a great
that's
name.
the
My
cat.
Tostada's way more of a tostada than the other tostada anyway. Look at her. I would have left with little Tostada in my arms that moment if I could. But unfortunately, Jacob and I were going out of town for 3 million weeks and had to take her home until after we came back. She was all I could think about the entire time. I was shoving Tostada photos in everyone's face every chance I got. The foster parents were sending Tostada updates every day. I was overflowing with yearning for this cat. She was growing and learning about the world without me. Take me home to my child. Literally, the moment Jacob and I landed, we drove straight from the airport to the foster home to pick her up. I could not wait. We arrived home with +1 Tostada. I couldn't believe it. I have a mammal now. And sorry, other mammal owners, but it's the best mammal in the whole wide universe. Jacob and I spent the entire day playing with her, letting her get used to her new surroundings. She was so cute and so tiny. Here's a video of her eating wet food with a big old chomp. As someone who's owned birds for 7 years at that point, it felt so strange to have a pet that was significantly less fragile and also draws significantly less blood. You mean this thing can't fly up
Less blood, you say. Give it time.
and get hit by the ceiling fan? Insane! I've had Tostada for a while now. She's 2 years old at the time of me posting this, and let me tell you, this thing has become a creature. First of all,
Really?
Still giant, and she never breaks. Look at this. She was sitting on my desk looking like that long enough for me to notice, get my phone out of my pocket, pull up the camera app, put the camera in her face, and take a photo. And here's like 4 more. She is also not that smart. I'm sure you could deduce that by how she looks, but this thing has a single brain cell, and it's just another version of herself up there with a joystick.
A little bit derpy, but that's fine. We love the derps.
She can only form a few thoughts a day, and only in single-word nouns. Evidently, Tostada is also very scared of everything. Always has been. Loud noises, quiet noises, no noises, movement of any kind. Even Jacob, a person she's been around all her little life post dumpster. There's been times where he'll be at his desk, moves his chair just a smidge, and she's darting out of the room. One time we were trying to explain to some friends how skittish she genuinely can be, and demonstrated it by grabbing a toy literally in front of her, raising it up a bit, lightly dropping it on the floor, still in front of her, and she bolted. You know how cats are genetically built to be good at balancing? Well, Tostada can't even do that. She trips and falls and misplaces her feet all the time. On multiple occasions, she has tried to walk across my L-shaped desk and just missed and fell down. That's like the one thing that makes a cat a cat. And
very klutzy.
Nope, doesn't hit the mark there either. She's gotten better, but as a kitten, Tostada couldn't even jump. After I built her first cat tower, I watched as she attempted to jump up to the 2nd level, not quite make it, and had to slam her arms down on the thing to hoist herself up like she was mountain climbing. But oh, is she the sweetest little thing. When I got a cat, I was expecting it to want its own space, come around when it wants, you know, general cat things. But this creature follows me from room to room with those high beams of hers. She sits on my lap while I'm at my computer, lays on my giant Pokemon plushes, mostly just looks up at me from the floor and just stares. When I'm sleeping, she'll just crawl into bed and tuck herself up right next to me. Look at all these photos of her straight up on me when I'm sleeping. Don't look too close so I don't have makeup on. Bedtime is sacred.
Who cares, Jaden? Jaden.
She loves bedtime. If I'm
Oh, I
working
believe
late,
it.
Tostada will come into my office around 9 or 10 p.m., aka past Tostada bedtime, and just start crying, scratching on my chair, rolling around on the floor. It's pitiful. And if I still don't move after that, she'll go into the bedroom and drag over her string toy she always plays with. It's just so sad and pathetic. I always play string with her when she brings it over, though. Don't worry. But lately, she's picked up another routine habit, which is pats. Not all cats like the pats, but Tostada lives off them. It's when you just slap a cat's butt and it looks like you're hurting them, but they actually love it. However, Tostada's really particular.
Yeah, we've had some dogs that really enjoy the pats, especially near the back. Just we had one big dog named Bear. He was about up to my hips, about up to my waist, maybe a little bigger. So he was a good-sized dog, and you could slap slapping his back, and his tail would wag. He loved it.
About pats. First of all, I'm the only one allowed to give her pats. Jacob has tried, and she runs away scared and offended every single time. Second, she has to receive pats on a specific spot on the floor of the closet. If I try to give her pats in, like, my office, she bolts to her floor spot, staring at me to continue them over there. Also, she begs to be pat every single night. Like clockwork, she'll sit like a gargoyle in front of the closet and cry pitifully until I come over there. Now, when I finally come over for pats, she'll flop on the floor and start horizontally rock climbing her way across the floor with her claws and tangle herself up in the Ethernet cables while I keep up the pats. You think I'm joking, but I'm very much not. This is the only way she accepts pats, and I have to give them to her every night or else she's miserable. Tostada's world is so small. She's really just around me, Jacob, Taylor, and Frasier, but she loves her simple family so much. When Kitten Tostada first met Frasier, she was terrified of him. She'd been around other adult cats before, but she'd never seen a flat cat in her life, and she was mortified. Of course, she's since warmed up to him, and they play together and hang out all the time. They're best friends. But Tostada loves Taylor. Always has. She looks up to Taylor like a little baby sister admiring her cool, awesome older sibling. Unfortunately, Taylor hates it. They literally have a SpongeBob Squidward type of sibling relationship, and Tostada is so oblivious to it. Taylor has annoyingly swatted at Tostada so many times just for existing around her that Tostada now thinks it's a fun little game they play and will start chasing and swatting back at Taylor happily, not understanding cat social cues. Of course, never in a way that's too far, but just enough to get on Taylor's nerves even more. Between the three of them, they all have such different little personalities and relationships to each other. It's made our lives so much more entertaining. And to anyone concerned about the birds,
it's always great when you've got a personable pet. Whatever the personality is, like if it's a positive personality, especially like playful, just cutesy, just coy, like, did I do that? Like, it's always better when you've got a personable animal rather than just one that just sits in the corner all day and just does nothing. Just
don't worry, I've got Ari and Tofu very separated from the cats.
Oh, yes.
They're safe in their own blocked-off room, connected by a double door system that ensures no possible interaction between bird and cat. If anyone is thinking about getting cats and birds as pets, it is possible, but just make sure the two are very separate, especially if you have smaller birds like conures or budgies. I'm sure there's people out there that have trained their cats to be fine around a pet bird, but to me, all it takes is one accident or attack for you to just not have a bird anymore. Plus, having the two of them takes a huge amount of time and commitment. I've said it before and I'll say it forever. I love my birds to death, but they do not make good pets for the very large majority of people. In terms of allergies, I do think I was originally still a little bit allergic to Tostada, ironically. When I first got her, I was sneezy and sniffling. Nothing allergy pills couldn't fix, and it never was as bad as my original cat allergy. allergy.
Always
but
good.
I think I've been growing out of that one too, because nowadays I don't have any reaction to her at all. Bodies are a mystery. I am building my immunity to everything. Next up is rat poison. I didn't think I would make a video talking
I
about
wish you
this
luck,
thing,
Jaiden.
but Tostada's just got such a funny little personality and has become such a big part of my life. She may be the description of autism, but I love her more than the world itself, and I know I'm the center of her little life too. I don't even see her as a cat.
There's a
She's
tism
just
cat.
a little creature that follows me around looking weird, but I
Cute.
love it, and I'm so glad I grew out of my cat allergy just so I can have her.
Aw.
It really has been so different owning a cat, mainly because I know Tostada won't just bite me at any given chance, unlike some avian creatures. Thanks for watching the video. Heads up, I'm going to be announcing new merch again soon, so be on the lookout for that. The last drop went so well, and I'm really glad that so many of you guys enjoyed it. I'm so excited to finally be getting back into making fun merch, and it really helps me out a lot. All right, sorry, thanks. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's so cute. In the bathtub, just laser eye precision. I see you. So cute. And I see the attempt at pats on the stairwell, Taylor. Getting on my nerves. Not even safe on the stairs. But that's cute. That's really cute. I'm glad Jaiden was able to outgrow her allergy to cats. Whenever somebody outgrows an allergy, it's great, and especially when it's in the type of animal that you love. It's like, you know, some people are not fortunate. Like, I don't know if my sister ever grew out of her cat allergy, but she had one. But yeah, I love cats. I not just like I love dogs, different ways, obviously, but like I love both of them, and it would kill me if maybe not literally, but I would hate to find out that all of a sudden I was allergic to one of those pets, you know? But that was a very cute video. Very, very cute. I liked it. I liked it. And I'm glad that Jaiden's able to coincide both pets. Being able to have both types of pets, her two birds and the cat, while also understanding, yeah, these two must never meet. I will keep them apart. Because she's right. All it takes is for Stada to have one autismal moment of seeing them doing meow. And then Ari would be like, Mother, why have you brought my doom? But that was a fun video to watch. And now I'm going to go ahead and edit this and start uploading so I can have it ready for tomorrow. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed, comment what your favorite part of this reaction was, what your pet experiences have been. Subscribe if you're new, and tap the bell to get notified whenever I upload a video so you don't miss any reactions, gameplay, or otherwise. Also, go check out my Discord. Link is in the description. Come join, we'll talk, post memes, songs, videos, artwork. You can support your own stuff and just have some fun. This has been Lance Corporal Hawk 30, signing off.